Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's lovely to have you here once again. I hope you all had a chance to see the premiere. I apologise for the low resolution. It's so hot off the press. It takes time for it to render in 4K. It'll be up there in about 45 minutes, but right now it's low resolution, but I'd rather get the information out to you as quickly as possible. Henrik, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you so much indeed for that. Okay, let's have a look at our positions this afternoon. Looking pretty good, actually. We had a drop, but considering that the market is a little bit concerned right now with the job numbers, of course, and also we've got the issue of the Fed next week more than likely raising rates. I think my portfolio is very nice indeed, that it's only down 0.5%. I can live with that. And in fact, if I look at Virgin Galactic Day today, which is a high-risk stock, as I said, if you watch the video, you will know that I made a very specific, precise claim. If you watched it to the end, you'll know. And there you go. It's done it. I just had someone actually message me and say you need to give more details on this 326 you keep going on about. I share with you all the information that I can. I am open and honest and share everything with you. And I don't have to justify any of my thoughts and processes. However, I do share everything with you, but I don't have to do anything when someone says you have to share, give a reason for these things. I share as much information as I can. I'm here just to help people, and the information was there, and I hope you all took advantage of it. Anyway, it's there if you want it. It's there. It's not if you don't. But there's no gambling here. There's no speculation here. It's just study, time, patience. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it wrong. I know I probably get it right all the time for the last 6 months on Virgin Galactic. That's because I live and breathe this one stock. I've got a good idea of what's going on. However, you know, it's no crystal ball. There's no guarantees, but this is what I am doing with my money. I am sharing with you what I am doing with my money, and I don't have to justify or, give any more information than I do, which is kind of everything anyway. Anyway, there we go. This could bounce around, and you could take some profits from this position. It could go back down again, but the point was, in the video, if you just watched it, I said it would go up from here, and it has. Okay, so if you've taken profit on there, then that's great. Let's go. The S&P, let's have a look now at the rest of our stocks. Mamma mia, Alex, how are you this morning? What's going on? Lovely to have you here. Good evening, Schifferler Stephen. Good evening, Zach. What we think will happen with C3 AI tonight? Well, we are covering it. We are covering AI earnings. It dropped in 11%, 12% earlier. I said it would last night. I told everybody last night, don't buy the pump, and it will drop in the morning, and it did, sadly. I took my profit yesterday, made a very small profit on just that one share to have some fun with it. But we are watching the earnings tonight. We're going to cover it, so look out for that. That's coming up very, very shortly. I think the earnings actually, if I'm right in saying, is at 4 p.m. Yes. Whoops. Easy. Mute that. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. Get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. There you go. They drop in some music and it copyrights my whole channel. Anyway, it's always the same music, by the way, for some bizarre reason. Everybody uses the same song. Maybe I should give them one of my songs. Anyway. Queen of South Brading, good morning. Glad I bought some more Coca-Cola on the dip. Yes. Yes, I bet you are. It was down $1, it was down 1%, and now it's up 0.5%. Great opportunity. It was just a free gift. It was a free gift. I didn't have any money to do it. But I own it anyway because I've already got it and I'm already in the S&P, so I already own it anyway. But it was a free gift. Good evening all, Crag. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Anyway, let me have a quick look. Let's see if I've got any comments just come in fresh, just from a few moments ago. And let's see how many people had a look at that premiere. Let's have a look. 90 people so far. Fantastic. Excellent. Hi, Martin. Do you live in the US? Yeah, I am based here in Dallas, Texas. Yes, even though I'm from England. J&J is also rising. Also bought some. Fantastic. Oh, yes. Very nice indeed. That's more like it, isn't it? That's more like it. Very nice indeed. Okay. Google, Microsoft, Walmart, Tesco, NEE, finally coming back up again. We've had a few overselling. We've had a few oversold. Whoops, daisy. Let me just change that. A few oversold assets recently. Let's bring Bitcoin back into focus. Down 0.86. That's better. Tilray getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I think it's all over for Tilray. I don't know if you'd want to be buying this. It's a shame because I've got a big position in it and I could be making money on this. I could be using the money somewhere else. So if you have a big buyer who set the price at 326, let's say he wants to buy 10,000 stocks, you must have more sellers to set the price below 326. Well, first of all, 10,000 shares isn't anything. You're not going to move the stock with 10,000 shares. So let me just repeat your question again so I fully understand what you mean. So if you have a big buyer who set a price at 326, let's say he wants to buy 10,000 stocks, you must have more sellers to set price below 326. Yeah, exactly. If no one's selling, you can't buy. Absolutely right. That's how the stock market works. If nobody is selling, there are no shares available. All are allocated and everyone owns them. If no one is selling, then absolutely right. That's what makes the price go up. And as the price goes up, that because orders demand the price go up, that's when the people start to sell. That's exactly how it works. Absolutely right. You've got 100 shares of a company, and I own all those shares, and everybody wants to buy them, and I don't sell them. Then people offer me more money, and eventually I sell, and that's when it all starts again. And that's when all the excitement and the trading starts. But that's right. If no one is selling, you can't buy, and that's what dictates the movement of the stock. You're absolutely right. Good, mate. Nice little bounce in space today. Let's hope we hold up. Indeed, I wouldn't be surprised now if we take some profits, because I've been saying all day that 326 is this magic number, and some people are telling me, why are you picking 326? It's not guessing. I have my reasons. That's all I can say. 326 is the number I'm giving you. Take it or not. But someone is giving loads of 100%. Thank you so much, whoever that is. I appreciate that very much. It really helps the channel by tapping the 100% and the loves and stuff in the live chat. Thank you very much indeed. Tilray is making me scream at the charts, but mainly at Biden. I can only imagine how Mohammed is feeling. Yeah, I imagine he's all in. It's why you never go all in the stock, because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, you cannot predict the movement of a stock. It's impossible. Nobody can, you know. Hi, Martin. How will the stock react after the Congress vote on the debt ceiling? How will space react tomorrow? Everything will go up from here if we get the debt ceiling through. Of course, we're going to get it's hopefully signed by the 5th of June. But of course, there's always that fear that we won't. It's more horse trading, to be honest with you. I think the way the American government run their finances is terrible. It's virtually like a third world, the way it does it. You've got politicians threatening not to agree to something, to hold the country to ransom, not to pay bills, so they can get what they want. It's very selfish, it's very greedy, it's very counterproductive. Everyone knows they're going to agree on it, but they don't, and they can threaten not to, and it's awful how it works. In the UK, you have a budget, and you work with the budget, and that's it. There's no, we're not going to pay anyone's bills, we're going to hold the country to ransom. It doesn't happen. It's never happened. This happens all the time in the US. Everyone throws their dummies out the pram and says, we're not paying the bills today unless you do this for me. And it just goes on and on. And then all they end up doing is printing more money. I mean, money doesn't mean anything anymore. Money means absolutely nothing anyway. That's why the dawn of cryptocurrency is becoming so powerful. XRP is remaining solid. Yes, XRP is trending actually on my channel on TikTok. I've had a TikTok video. I think it's done something like, I don't know, 100,000 views in a few hours. I've got one of my TikTok XRP videos has gone bananas. Bill says crash and burn. What are we referring to? Tilray. Is that what you're referring to? Hey, we in the third world don't run like that. There you go. There you go. Yeah, what I'm trying to imply, Queen, is the USA is supposed to be a first world country, as in financially powerful and strong. And it's not financially powerful and strong. It's bullying its way through the economy. It's ridiculous. The way they're handling the finances is absolutely ridiculous. Threatening to not pay bills. It's what I mean when I say a third world country. I mean, when I use that phrase, I mean there are third world countries typically don't have the GDP and the money that the United States does, and yet it behaves in a way that it has no money. That's basically what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. I am getting hammered, Mr. Lucas. Yeah, we're all with you. We know that you are struggling. I am down $237 on my Roth. I'm down 300, so I'm down about $600, just under. I know you are down a lot more, down $500,000 in the last 2 years. Oh my God. I think it's a great shame. I think Tilray have made, I wouldn't say Simon has made fundamental mistakes. He was obviously forced to dilute the stock. No company dilutes the stock when the stock is on its arse. That is suicide, and that's basically what they've done. So lesson learned here, folks. If you get a stock that gets diluted when it's down on its arse, the chances are you are now entering literally extreme risk, virtually 100% guarantee of it going bust. The debts are piling up. Your company's worth nothing. You can't raise capital. Debts, the rates are more than likely going to go up on I think it's the 14th of June. We'll cover it live. There really isn't anything anyone can do to rescue this company now. It just goes insolvent and shuts down, and we all lose our money. That's basically what happens. I am sick now. Thanks, everyone. I can understand. Let's just share some love for Mohammed. Mohammed is a gold member of our channel. He's been supporting our channel consistently. Wonderful supporter of the show. I have been warning of this consistently. It's a danger. And we have to talk frank here on the show. We learn nothing from sugarcoating it. We learn nothing from mollycoddling. Okay? We have sympathy, and we have respect, and we have courtesy, but we address so we learn. Okay? Otherwise, we're just patting each other on the back and we're learning nothing. I've been warning of Tilray for the longest time that this was likely to happen. I can understand, Mohammed, you come on the show and you want to will it to go up, and but we're here to learn and we're here to protect everybody. Okay? I've been honest with you all the way through. I'm not now going to change. There's always been a major red flag over Tilray. We've all known it. I've stood by you. I've got my own shares. I own it with you. Not as much as you do, of course. However, we cannot will a stock to go up by simply saying good news is around the corner. I don't know how many times I've said the safe banking is not around the corner because there's bigger fish to fry right now with the economy. The Congress is not interested in it right now. This could go on another year. Now, whether Tilray can survive or not, whether you want to cut your losses or not, is a different ballgame. The question you have to ask yourself is, however much money you've lost and however much money you have in the stock, that's where we are right now. It might go up, it might carry on going down. That's where we are right now. The question you've got to ask yourself is, the company have just diluted at the worst time. That tells you everything you need to know. Desperation. Desperation from a trader is the worst thing. Desperation from a CEO to save the company is also a bad thing. So the chance of the company going bust is extremely high because they wouldn't have done this otherwise. They did it as a last-ditch attempt, hoping that people would buy the stock because it was cheap. That would have happened 2 years ago. It's not cheap, but it appears to be cheap, right? That would have happened 2 years ago. Stocks now don't get free money. There's no free money on the table. There's no investors buying up cheap stocks right now. None of that exists. The fundamentals have to be good, otherwise there's no support for a company. So they did what they had to do, and they hoped, I would have thought, that people would jump in and buy it. And they haven't. So now what happens? They can't raise any more money to pay their debts off. What do? What do we do? Well, if you walk away from the stock, in my case, it's about $1,500. That's a huge amount of money for me. If I walk away right now, I have $1,500. And the question is, if I buy, let's say the S&P, or even if I just put it in cash, I earn 4.65% guaranteed, no stress. More than likely 5% on the 14th of June. No stress whatsoever. How long is it going to be before Tilray bounce back? If they bounce back, I could be waiting a year, and by that time I could have earned some money on somewhere else. So it's not just whether the stock is down or not. It's whether you could make more money somewhere else, even with the loss taken into account. But we're all with you. We all feel for you. We've all been there. I've been margin called. I've lost money. We've all lost money. I mean, I've lost 20 grand with Virgin Galactic. But we're all big boys and girls here. We have to face the facts. We've all done it. I'm facing the facts every day. We're all doing it. We've got to look at it now and help and support Mohammed and anyone else who's invested in Tilray, like myself. There's my real money on the screen. I mean, that's a big part of my balance right there. This could be another Virgin Orbit. It could go to zero. It could. Anyway, what are we going to do about it? We are with you, Mohammed. We are with you, Craig. Yep, absolutely. Everyone's supporting you. That's a lot feel for you, Mohammed. That's a lot. Yeah, we're all with you. We're all with you. But what are we going to do? Are we going to cut our losses and get out? And then, of course, how do you feel? And how you feel if it goes up is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You cannot look backwards. You can only look forward. Looking backwards is irrelevant. We can take our money out now and we can go, we're done, we're out. We have what we have. We move on. Another lesson learned. What have we learned? We've learned in this current market, there's no room for stocks that are not making any money. There's no room for speculation. There's no room for hopery. You'll be punished for it. So what do? Walk away with $1,500, or do we hold on? It all comes down to what will it do to your portfolio if you hold on. If you sell out at this point, walk away, how will that affect your portfolio? Don't ask yourself, well, if it goes up, how am I going to feel? That doesn't matter. If you're out of the stock, you don't own the stock, then you don't own the profit or the loss. You're out, you're done. You find something else to invest in and you start again. That trade is closed and you move on. There's absolutely no point just dwelling on if I stay in or if I get out, what if? We've just got to make an educated decision now. And anyway, let's look at the whole market. I have 600 shares, says Mike. Yeah, we're all with you. We know Mohammed's hurting the most, though, no question. The S&P's coming up, so sentiment is moving up. That's good. Virgin Galactic, it's just trimming off the top right now. No surprise there. I said that would happen. I don't know where we're going to go from here. I've got no more information of where we're going to go from here. I've got no idea where we go from here. At the moment, I need to reassess for tomorrow. Market on close, in balance, 2.3 billion to sell side. What is your opinion, Martin? Market on close, in balance, 2.3 billion to sell side. What is your opinion? I don't have an opinion on it. I've not given it any thought. I'm focused on, I've been focused all day on Virgin Galactic and my portfolio as a whole. I've got no thoughts on that at the moment. Sorry, I can't say. I never bought that stock, said the Queen. Why can't bloody just legalise and use the tax revenue to back the national debt? It's an option, right? Well, it is, of course, but there are millions of things to do. There's a million things to do. No one cares about a few 100,000 shareholders of Tilray. No one cares less. We care, but the government don't care about that. Bag holding is a bad habit. It is. Remember, the stock doesn't know or care that you own it, and it won't come knocking on your door to say sorry when you lose all your money. It is what it is. It's tough. It's very tough. Anyone who comes in the stock market knows that. You're playing a tough game. Looks great when you're going up, but remember, you're only up on paper. You're only up on paper. Your profits are when you sell. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Tesla. Hi, Queen. Eric, MSK. How are you? Anyway. I'm really sorry that everyone's struggling. I mean, we all are. I'm in the boat with you. I'm in exactly the same boat. It's why I share all my trades and, we've all been here before. McDonald's doing well, up today. Coca-Cola gave everybody a gift today. Everybody, again, I don't know how many times I said buy Coca-Cola. You would have had a 2% swing in Coke. That is massive for Coke. And it's strongly heading up as well. 2% swing there. What a discount that was. And then you've got on top of that the dividend as well. So, yeah, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. J&J, we sold off this morning from our defensive stocks to buy some high risk. And now it's coming straight back in. That's what happens. Anyway, Google, Microsoft, Walmart. Now, AI, we're recovering the earnings tonight. Who's joining us for the AI? Mohammed, I want to make sure that you're still with us. Are you still with us? Mohammed Kahain. I want to make sure that Mohammed Kahain is still with us. Stay with us, Mohammed. I can only imagine what it's like. I've lost money. I guess it's the same. It's all relative, different people, different amounts, but I know what it feels like to lose a lot of money. For those of you that haven't liked my Facebook page yet, please go and do so. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, and it's all going rather well at the minute. So thank you for those of you that are doing that. Appreciate it very much indeed. And we're up to now 794. It's growing really quickly. 796 now. Yeah, blimey. Facebook are really doing their work on my reels, which is nice. Anyway, could be more bounces in the price if other things happen though. Cannabis get legalized in another country was good bounce. When they legalize in Thailand, I don't think it's all down to US. No, it's not. It's not all down. It's just that it's the biggest market. That's all. And it's an American company, isn't it? Yes, I am. I will not give it. I will keep adding and wish for the best. Well, that is the ballsiest, bravest thing you could ever do. And of course, that is how some people, that is what Warren Buffett does. That's what Warren Buffett does. If you believe in the company, you do not care about the price. You are not buying the share price. You are buying the company. If Mohammed 100% believes in the company, he should be buying it down, because in a minute he's gonna own the whole flipping company, and he's gonna own it for next to nothing. And if he doesn't sell it, I mean, imagine there's 100 shares of Tilray, and Mohammed buys all 100 shares, and Mohammed refuses to sell the shares at $100. The share price goes up, because if the company report good earnings, of course they have to report something good. They can't just report rubbish. But if they report something good, people want to buy in. And Mohammed says, no, you're not getting my shares. And then the bids get higher. And then eventually he starts to sell. He starts to trim. That's how it works. So Mohammed is absolutely right. If he believes in the company, the fundamentals, he's read the balance sheet, he's done his homework, he is doing what Warren Buffett did. Warren Buffett bought great companies when they're beat up on price. Simple as. He never ever looked at it and said, well, the price has gone down, so I don't want it. He wasn't buying the share price. He wasn't buying the stock. He was buying the company. So if the company is now half the price, which it is essentially than it was a week ago, then you're getting a great deal. Obviously, you buy it if you're in a position to buy it. So Mohammed's right. However, if you get it wrong, obviously you pay a price for that. But it's a very committed, ballsy thing to do. So we wish him the very, very best on that. Absolutely. XRP is carrying my portfolio, and I must admit my portfolio is very high risk one. LOL, but again, nothing I can't afford to lose. Yeah, that's very important. Trade your Tilray for Coke, Martin. Coke goes ex-dividend in 15 days. I am considering that because at the end of the day, that is a very good tip. Trade your Tilray for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola goes ex-dividend in 15 days. Eric, can you keep reminding me on that? Can you keep reminding me on that idea? This stock reverse split. It's over. You'll never get your money back, says Inbound. I did say, and it's absolutely right, when it happened, I said this, when it diluted its stock, when it was down, I think it was at $2, I said that was suicide. However, I haven't yet dumped my stock. Remember what happened to Virgin Orbit? They went and announced that they were in serious trouble. We had a little bit of a rumor, someone buying out the company. Up went the stock. However, we didn't sell. We lost $1,000. We ended up losing $2,000 in the end when it went to zero. But we had an opportunity to make $1,000. Now, this is the same situation. This is exactly the same situation. Tilray Brands could get suddenly some bounce from somewhere. And unless the fundamentals have moved in your favor, then absolutely. Just because you're down doesn't mean you hold forever because you think it can all come back. The stock isn't there anymore. No point thinking, well, it used to be $145. This means absolutely nothing. All this was an IPO pump. The true value of the stock right now is kind of where it is. Anyway, good luck, Mohammed, and all Tilray holders, said Crag. Mohammed is nothing to do with me, but don't add more to losing stocks. You are compounding your losses. Big mistake. Well, if the fundamentals are good and you think they can turn it around, then he's right. That's exactly what the best investors do. Not gamblers, not speculative, but investors, that's what they do. Mohammed Kahine, do not add more at this point. MSK, I will add more if it goes to 1. Mohammed is saying, I will add more if it goes to 1. Ugh. Save the money, treat your family, and create great memories. You can't take Tilray with you to the grave. I mean, yes, that is good human sentiment, but it's just numbers here. It's just money. We shouldn't be getting that emotional about it. I know it's easy to say that, but I bought ACB at the top and reserved and reverse split. I was down 99%. If it goes to $1, it's going to get delisted, worth nothing then. You got to realize that if there was any fundamental value to this company, it would be bought at this price. No one's waiting for it to go to $1. I mean, if it goes to $1, then what are you going to do? Buy more at 50 cents? I mean, it's awful. I can't afford to lose $1,500. I hate it. Absolutely bloody hate it. But, Virgin Galactic holding up. Good. We've got 15 minutes to go. We've got a couple of bits of to do. I hope everyone watched the premiere. If you did, I apologize. It was in low resolution. It'll be 4K now. It takes an hour on that length of video to upgrade. So go and check out the information about Virgin Galactic. You'll be quite impressed the fact that my prediction was spot on today. Anyway, we're running an SPCE poll. Here it is. Here is the SPCE poll. Virgin Galactic. It's on. Here. Let me just get it up a second. I was just forgetting what I was doing then for a minute. Where is it? Running a poll. Have I done the poll? Yes, here it is. Here it is. I'm running a poll right now, and this is it here. Will we see space hit $7 in June? And we've got 61% of you have voted yes for that one. And if you want to vote on that, let me give everybody the poll. There is the link in the chat. I voted yes. It will go $7. Leave me. Don't forget to retweet it then. Don't forget to retweet it because it's good news, right? You want to retweet it. Thank you for following me on StockWits. Those that are following me on StockWits now, I'm growing on StockWits very nicely. I'm going to give this to our friends who are watching now on Facebook. There we go. There is the space poll for you. And I'm also going to give it to our guests on Rumble as well. There we go. There is the space poll. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. T.O. Roll. Well, we are covering the AI earnings after hours. Here it is. And We'll be going over there very, very shortly, actually. So if you've not yet got your ticket for it, this is the video that tells you all about AI. If you want to know all about the company, what it does before you join the earnings, there it is. But here is the earnings tonight. Let me bring everybody up to date on Rumble. There we go. Here is the earnings. If you've not yet got your ticket for it, I will give everybody the AI earnings. This is after hours. We'll be covering it, listening in. There you go. Okay. Now then, for those of you who've just joined us, we are giving away, we're down to our last few days now, $100 cash. And our sponsor has said that you will have the option, if you win, to get another 50% and give it to charity, or it may even be doubled. There is the cash giveaway. So you could end up with 150 or even $200. Be our biggest ever giveaway. Incredible stuff. But if you wish to double it, it will go to charity. So there you go, if you win. Okay. Right. My boss has 250 shares, 250,000 shares in Tilray. We wish him the very best as well. We really, really do. Virgin Galactic is holding up. Let me bring everybody up to date on YouTube. Thank you very much indeed. My co-worker has 100,000 shares and I have 80,000. Blimey. Everybody in your circle obviously is very much into Tilray right now. Why so many people involved in it, do you think, of your circle? What do you think that is? What do you all know? Why is everybody that you know so heavily into Tilray? Let me know. I'd love to get your thoughts on that. Anyway. We've got 10 minutes to go, and then we are going to go over to the earnings for AI. Virgin Galactic's going back up again. AI. It's $1 billion market cap. I doubt it will go to $1. Well, anything is possible. Why is Tilray down again? Well, we know why Tilray's down. You should all know why Tilray is down. Everyone should know exactly why Tilray is down. Tilray is down fundamentally for one reason and one reason only. It decided to pay off its debts, and it decided to raise capital to pay off its debts by diluting the stock. To raise money, it issued more shares, which means the shares that currently exist are worth less because there's now a lot more. And I worked it out at the time when I saw the drop, knowing how many they issued. I looked at the drop and thought it should have been about there. The reaction was an overreaction. The market always reacts in a much more dramatic fashion. It overreacts when it goes up and it overreacts when it goes down. I thought, okay, that is an overreaction. It has issued shares, so yes, the value of the shares have gone down, but then it kept on going down and kept on going down. So what we've got now, I don't know what the short interest is on this stock. Maybe someone could have a quick look and tell me. But that's why it's gone down. It should have gone down. It had to have gone down because more shares were released. Each share is worth less. What shouldn't have happened was the amount it's gone down and then continued to go down. And my belief is a lot of retail investors, and nothing wrong with that, we're all retail investors here, retail investors that don't understand the stock, saw it went down, not realizing why, dumped it, and that drove it down. The shorters, I haven't done much research on it recently, so I don't know what the short interest is, but the shorters then piled in to drive it down, and it's being punished. It's being punished exactly the same way as Mullen. And the trouble is now, the company have to come up with some really great news to give investors the reason to buy back in. But this isn't 2020. This isn't in COVID time when everyone sat on their computers with their stimulus checks waiting to buy free money. Everything's going up. We're in a different market now. People are much more discerning, and they're buying investments that have cash, make money, and so on and so forth. That's why Tilray is down. However, still a good company, but it needs its share price to go up pretty quickly. It needs to get up. It needs to get back up to $4 or $5 a share. With some good news, it could do that. But where's the good news coming from? That's the problem. Anyway, we always knew that this quarter would be bad for Tilray. We know that the next quarter is supposed to be better. That's all we can really hope for at this stage. Anyway, that news is already days old. It is Tizro. However, people kept selling. It just kept on going. Anyway, we've got just over 5 minutes to go. And our bell is sponsored by Sensei Crypto this afternoon. Thank you very much indeed. And we're selling into the close. Is Virgin Galactic holding? It is still holding. That's good. We do have the earnings coming up as well. But that news is already days old to Tizro, so I was just reading your comment again on another screen. So I apologize for repeating myself. Let's have a quick look into Bloomberg. Have they got any more news for me? Southwest Airlines is up. JetBlue Airlines is up. American Airlines is up. Delta is down slightly. Hong Kong sells record 5.96 billion multi-currency green bond. We've got some information on Amazon here. Amazon to pay 30.8 million to settle FTC privacy claims. Okay, that's nothing new. Oil slumps as weak Chinese data dominates the market sentiment. Okay. Is it just me, whenever I watch this guy on Bloomberg, is it just me, but does this guy look like he's in a cupboard, squashed against the wall somewhere in a cupboard? He hasn't got much of a studio, and they've given him this little cupboard to sit in. It's on Bloomberg. He's got his microphone, his pop screen is in the wrong place. Can you see his pop screen? That's that little wire mesh thing on the top. It should be underneath the microphone, so it's in the wrong place in his face. I've no idea why that's there. And he's squashed against the wall in a little cupboard. You think Bloomberg would be able to afford a bit better, screen. Anyway, makes me laugh. Anyway, it's always interesting watching people's microphones. This is just me getting off the thing now, getting off people's mic techniques and the equipment they use and the lack of knowledge of how the equipment works. It's quite funny, some of these people, the way they do things. I look at it and think, why are you doing that? That's not how you're supposed to do it. Anyway, that's just me. I study this stuff all the time. Don't worry about me. He needs to clean his dirty lens. He does. It's Bloomberg. I clean my equipment every week. I have a set procedure. It's just me on my own in here, and there's a right and wrong way to do things, and I don't know. Anyway, I like that. Ace said he needs to clean his dirty lens. Don't you agree? He sat in a cupboard. It's like he sat in a broom cupboard somewhere. You know, multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar, I don't know, company, and stick him in a cupboard. It's like awful. Anyway, it does make me laugh. Anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe he's rich and thinks he doesn't need to impress anyone. Maybe. To me, it's not about impressing anyone. It's about making the effort. I just am old school, and I believe every morning when I sit in this chair to talk to you, I should be showered, shaven, dressed, suited and booted, because my audience are turning up and they deserve me to show them my respect. That's just how I feel. There are other YouTubers who sit in their pants in the dark, couldn't care less. Well, that's up to them. For me, it's about how can I do things better? How can I respect the time given to me by my audience? For me, that's just my way of thinking. Anyway, we're down to the last minute. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Here we go. They must have used the space marketing team. Yeah, exactly. MSK's Bloomberg, $1 billion company, sticking a bloke in a cupboard with a dirty lens. I just think people should expect excellence. You know, you should make an effort when you go to work. Don't just turn up and anything will do. It's rubbish, isn't it? Make the flipping effort. Come on. Right on the bell. I said Virgin Galactic would take some profits, and there it is a little bit. Okay, no surprise. I'm not selling, but others are. Okay, down she goes again. The next pump could be even bigger. So let's see what happens. Cleaning his lens are for his own good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's whether it's your own good or not. It's just courtesy, innit? I mean, make an effort. Make an effort when you go to work. You're live on air, live on camera. Make the effort. I don't know. It's easier to have focus. Otherwise, you're just messing about, aren't you? You're messing about. All right, here we go. Today's show was sponsored by Sensei Crypto, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone. All right, there we go. Thank you ever so much indeed. The bell has now gone once again. Let's have a look and see where we are. Virgin Galactic, it's up in the after hours a little bit. There you go. Cleaning his lenses for his own good. It's too early for news from Virgin Galactic. There's no reason to look for the stock right now. We are waiting for news that will also have a strategic importance to increase the price, but not today. I'm always looking and searching for the information, and I will bring it to you as soon as I get any sniff of anything. That's what it's all about. That's why I made those 2 videos today. Anyway, we're all done. Let's wrap up the show. We're going to be back very, very shortly with AI. We will get the earnings in a few minutes' time. The stock sold off from last night. Let's refresh it. The earnings from AI will come out. In fact, they'll be out now. I don't have them to hand right now, but they'll be out in a minute. We'll see what this stock does. So we're going to end this stream, and because we're going directly to in fact, we need to turn red because we are red. I don't know why we're green today. We're not green. Nothing green about it. We're going to prepare for AI in just a few moments' time. So let's have a little look into that. Okay. So Democrats voting against in the Congress, 110 up to now. This is the debt ceiling, of course. It'll go to the wire. We know how it goes. Anyway. Okay. I need to get off then because we need to get ready for our earnings. I will be there as soon as I can turn this around in the next 15 minutes or so. I will turn it around with our earnings tonight. Now, if you want the link, I will give it to you. Here it is. we're going to learn about AI tonight. So there it is. There's the AI earnings. It should take you there automatically. However, if it doesn't, well, it will. But if it doesn't, there is the link in the chat for you. And we'll be there in just a few minutes' time. Meta's doing well, 264, just plowing away. Anyway, all right, so I'll see you back in a couple of minutes' time. And as quickly as I can turn it around. How many people are still with me? And let's hope you'll all join me for the earnings for AI. All right. Okay. See you back in just a couple of minutes' time. Don't go far away. See you back in a minute. So I'll just say goodbye to you now, and I'll get straight off because I want to be right back as quickly as possible with AI's earnings. Wow. Coca-Cola dropped massively. Let's have a look. Breaking news here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That just happened. That's an unusual price action for Coca-Cola. Yes, it is, even if we step back. But again, if we get context, all right, it's down right now, though. Opportunity to do it all over again. But that is a drop, no question about it. Remember, it's old man stock. It's people that have owned the stocks for years. A lot of money. They bought it when it was $1 a share or something like that, or less. I don't know what it was. And they've always got the opportunity to use it as a source of funds. Apple too, by the way. Let's have a look. Apple too. Let's have a look. Apple's doing the same thing. Yeah, right on the bell. We've got companies just selling off. Absolutely. Amazon's not done it. J&J, to a certain degree, I suppose. But yeah, that's quite a move. Anyway, let's get off. It's AI around the corner. Let's have a quick look, see if the figures are out. I'm sure they are, but they're not going to be on here for another few minutes. So I'm going to get back and quickly get back with you for the AI earnings. So thank you very much for joining me. I will see you back literally as fast as I can turn it around for the AI earnings. You want to listen into this one because we could learn a lot about tech and learn a lot to do with AI. It'll be interesting. Anyway, I will see you in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other.